Okay, we're going to do something a little different today. On Fridays, I may drop a tip and we'll talk about something that's related to trading, but it's related to success in any endeavor. So we'll talk about mindset, we'll talk about mindset, we'll talk about the soul, we'll talk about concepts like confidence and faith and persistence, things that are related to psychology. So in this video, I want to talk about faith, the concept of faith. And I just want to challenge you. Many of us, we set very low goals. And when we set very low targets, we set very low expectations on ourselves. Elon Musk, he said that you should take your 10-year plan and try to figure out how to get it done in 6 months. And you may not get it done in 6 months, but you'll get it done a lot faster than you would have gotten it done if you targeted the 10 years. There's also the concept of 10x, right? You 10x your goals. And when you 10x your goals, you impose 10x expectations on yourself, 10x expectations on learning, on discipline, on process, on follow through. But many of us, we won't aim for the bigger things that we really want and truly desire because we lack faith. Now, I'm not talking about faith when it comes to you doing something that you already know that you could do. For example, you have faith every day that you can wake up and your car is going to turn on. You get in, you start your car, and it's going to turn on. You have faith that your job is going to send you money. It's going to give you a check. I'm not talking about that kind of faith. I'm talking about faith in the unseen future. The faith to follow your imagination, the things you dream about, and for you to think big about the possibilities of what's to come, and for you to work on those dreams despite knowing the outcome. This is the type of faith that I'm talking about. The human mind, the human being is made to solve solutions. If you want to make $100 in a week from trading, you will figure it out. But you may have on yourself the expectations that are very low to make this $100. But if you say, like I did, if I say one day I want to make $1 million in a day. Okay, Abdullah, what do you have to do? Okay, Abdullah, I say, what do you have to do to make $1 million in a day? Who do you need to study? How much capital do you need to have? How much skill do you need to have? So once I started thinking like that, number one, there's going to be self-doubt. Doubts creep in to say, okay, I see Steve Cohen. I see Paul Tudor Jones. I see George Soros. I see some of the greatest traders to ever live who are human beings. I see that they've done it, but I can't do it. Those types of thoughts are going to come. But if you be brave enough, if you will be brave enough, you hear what I said? If you will be brave enough to think big and start to put together big plans and big expectations on yourself, you will eventually, if you don't hit that target, that 10x target, you will hit the targets that you had that were lower with ease. So when I said I'm gonna make $1 million one day trading in one day, this led me, I was brought in through IML, but this led me to say, okay, who are the people that have done this? I saw influencers on IG. I saw big numbers from them, 100K in a month. I saw those types of numbers. But my mind said, okay, Abdullah, who do you need to study? How deep do you need to study? How wide do you need to go? Who do you need to meet to make $1 million in one day from trading? As I started to research, I said I would have to become a professional. I would have to treat this as a business. I can't trade from the toilet. I can't trade while driving. I can't trade while I'm on tilt or I'm emotional. I can't trade while I'm in my bed. I can't trade while I'm at the movies. I can't trade in the club. If I want to make $1 million one day from trading, I have to become a professional. So this led me to say, okay, I'm going to focus on skill, not the money right now. I'm going to try to grow $100 to $1,000. I did it. Took me 2 to 3 months. Very challenging. And I knew that if I wanted to get from 1,000 to 100K, the way was not for me flipping it. I had to come up with a better way. And that's how I got to prop firms. And when I started prop firms, my first account was a 100K account. I've been an engineer. I had the money to pay for it, right? And I remember somebody telling me, somebody saying, after I passed that 100K, I said, look, I'm going in for more. I want to trade big money. And I remember them saying, you shouldn't do that, man. But I remember knowing what I was capable of. Now, there's reason to everything, right? You may start off at a certain level. And I always preach, if you don't have the skill, if it's your first time, get a 5K account. Don't blow a whole lot of money. But I didn't blow a whole lot of money. I actually built an account to pay for my first challenge. I built this account through education, through grind, through grit, through studying. I was reading everything I could in the industry while I was building my personal strategy, while I was building risk management, while I was building things, and I was taking education. I was doing one-on-one coaching with different mentor traders at the time, right? So my message to you is, number one, 10x your goals, and that's going to put 10x expectations on you. If you aim and say, hey, I only want to make $25 a day, then you probably will have $25 a day expectations for yourself. A $25 a day training regimen, a $25 a day backtesting regimen, a $25 a day education regimen. But if you say, no, I want to make 100K in a month, then you'll adopt and look for a 100K trading regimen. That's how I found One Good Trade. That's how I found S&B Capital. That's how I found the big boys. Because I said, I need a training regimen. I need a methodology. I need a paradigm to work from that is much larger than what I'm seeing out here. I need to know what the big boys are doing. I need to know how they think about trading, how they see trading, how they treat trading. And I remember listening to Mike Bellafury. He said, we train like professional athletes. I said, whew, this is what I'm looking for. He said, we aren't in this business to make a small amount of money. I said, this is what I'm looking for. And it was hard though. I reached a point where I'm taking 300K challenges. I take a 4K day, a 10K day, and it's nothing. It's normal by the mercy of God and persistence and faith. At one point, I was just hoping for a $50 profit, then hoping for a $100 profit, then hoping for a $500 profit, then looking at 1,000 and being so happy that I got 1,000. Then one mentor said, one day you will risk your goal. Your goal is to make 1,000. You're going to be risking 1,000. Then your goal is to make 3,000. You're going to be risking 3,000. Like I am now. I'm risking more than 3,000 in one trade. Okay. Your goal is going to be to make 10,000. You'll be risking 10,000 one day. Have faith in yourself, and eventually you'll get to those points where your goal is so small and insignificant, and you won't realize how far you've come. It'll just happen. So my message to you is form larger goals. Have faith that you can do it. The human being, the human mind is special. Let me tell you how special the human mind is as a reminder. So there's a bird that flies 7,000 miles. Okay, when it's going to relocate, the flock, they eat, they get full, and they fly 7,000 miles without stopping. This takes about 7 or 8 days, no stops. This is an amazing phenomenon created by God. But the human mind is so powerful and has so much potential. The human soul has so much potential that we figured out how to fly 8,000 miles in 14 hours, right? I'll be on a flight from Dubai, from Texas to the UAE. 8,000 mile flight, 14 hours. We're not only taking a flock of 10 or 15. There's going to be hundreds of people on the plane. That's the power of the human mind. So you can accomplish the goals that you have right now are probably to make $1,000 in a month, maybe 10K in a month. Those are easily accomplished in the grand scheme of pro traders, not in the lifestyle trader that is trading from the toilet. They trade in the bed. No, if you become a professional, if you do the work that it takes to become a CPT, you'll reach a point where 10K in 1 month is a disappointment. You say, I only made 10K this month. Like some of the big boys, I only did 100K this month. So form a broader vision, have faith in yourself, make bigger plans, bigger expectations on yourself, and give yourself time. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in less than 5. Drop a fire sign in the comments if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do more like it. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see the docu-series, the final episode is coming out. I passed the phase 2 300K account after my Forex funds went down. I passed the phase 2 300K with top tier, and I requested the first payout already. I'm just waiting for it to hit my account. So I'll do the final episode with that payout. So check out the docu-series here from episode 1 if you haven't seen it. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what your comments are about faith. Let me know what your struggles are. Let me know what your 10x goals are. Talk to you later.